إن الجبال الشاهقات على المدى تخشعن عند تلاوة القرآن.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين إله الأولين والآخرين، وصلى الله وسلم وبارك على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. I welcome you all to this short series where we will be discussing some of the most important rulings pertaining to the fiqh of as-siyam. As we all know, the month of Ramadan is fast approaching, and it is imperative that each and every single one of us is well acquainted with the fiqh of as-siyam. So in this series, bi'idhnillahi ta'ala, we will be covering the conditions of fasting, the types of people who are excused from fasting, the nullifiers of fasting, and last but not least, a Q&A session where we will be answering your questions bi'idhnillahi ta'ala. With that being said, let's dive straight into it. We all know fasting the month of Ramadan is obligatory. In fact, it is of the pillars of Islam. But is it obligatory upon every single individual? The answer is no. There are certain conditions, if they are met, fasting the month of Ramadan becomes obligatory upon you. The first condition, my brothers and sisters, is al-Islam. Fasting the month of Ramadan is obligatory upon every Muslim who is sane, who has reached the age of puberty, and who is able and has the ability to fast the month of Ramadan. 4 conditions, straightforward and simple. The first condition, al-Islam, which takes out the non-Muslim. If a non-Muslim was to convert to this beautiful religion on the 5th day of Ramadan, fasting the month of Ramadan becomes obligatory upon them on that very day. The second condition is sanity, which takes out the insane individual. That individual is not required to fast that month. The third condition, my brothers and sisters, is the individual who has reached the age of puberty. And that takes out the young children who have not reached the age of puberty. Are they obligated to fast the month of Ramadan? No. Are they encouraged? Absolutely yes. Especially if they reach the age of a tamyiz, when they can differentiate between the right and the wrong. The fourth and final condition, my brothers and sisters, is the ability to fast. Who is considered able? Who is considered unable? That we will further elaborate, inshallah ta'ala, in the following episode, inshallah ta'ala. Now that we have covered the conditions of fasting, this leads me to my next point. What are some of the ways in which we can determine when Ramadan has officially begun? One of the ways, my brothers and sisters, is the completion of Sha'ban. When the month of Sha'ban, which is the month prior to Ramadan, when it ends with 30 days, then the very next day is the first day of Ramadan. The second way, my brothers and sisters, is the sighting of the moon. When the crescent of Ramadan is sighted, this indicates that Ramadan has officially started. A question that is often asked regarding this issue is, what is the ruling if the moon is sighted in a country? The majority of scholars, rahimahumullah ta'ala, they say, if the moon is sighted in a country, irrespective of which country, if the moon is sighted anywhere in the world, irrespective of which country, then that indicates that Ramadan has started. And the evidence for this is the hadith that was narrated by Abu Hurairah radiyallahu anhu. The Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, "Sumu liru'yatihi wa aftiru liru'yatihi." Fast when you see it, meaning the crescent of Ramadan, and break your fast when you see it. What if the moon is sighted in one country and it wasn't sighted in another? For example, what happened last year when the moon was sighted in Somalia and it wasn't sighted in Saudi Arabia? What do we do then? The scholars, rahimahumullah ta'ala, the likes of Shaykh al-Islam Ibn Taymiyyah and other than him, they say that you should follow the scholars of your land. If you reside in the UK, you should follow the scholars that live in the UK. If you reside in America or Morocco, you should follow the scholars that live in the land that you live in. And the evidence for this is qawlullahi ta'ala, فَمَنْ شَهِدَ مِنْكُمُ الشَّهْرَ فَلْيَصُمْ. Whoever sights the new moon of the month let him fast it. I ask Allah Azza wa Jal with His great names and attributes that He grants us understanding of this religion and that He enables us to reach the blessed month of Ramadan. I hope to see you in the next episode. هذا والله أعلم وصلى الله وسلم وبارك على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين.